Hey everyone, it's Ivy and welcome back to my channel. It's finally time to do a Q&A. I've been doing YouTube for about 8, 9, 10 months already. I actually don't know. But I wanted to do this little Q&A to just answer some of your questions, have you get to know me a little bit more, and yeah, it's about time. So I asked you guys questions on my social media. Make sure you're following that if you're not, and let's just get started. The first question, what was the first horror game you've ever played? That one's a hard one because it was so long ago and I have the memory of a goldfish pretty much. But I think it was either like Slender Man, like the OG Slender Man that like Tobuscus played and PewDiePie played that I would like watch all the time. I think I attempted to play it, or it was probably Scary Maze game. Honestly, it was probably Scary Maze game. Scary Maze, Slender were kind of both in that, like I was like 12, 13 at the time probably. But if you're talking like first legit horror game that I've played, probably was Outlast, which why? Why was that it? What is your favorite horror movie to watch and what's the most unique food you've had before? Okay, there's a 2-for-1 question. So first, what is my favorite horror movie to watch? The one horror movie that I really felt like I really enjoyed was The Taking of Deborah Logan. I think it was just because it's a little bit different than normal. I genuinely love that one, and I when I watched it, I considered it probably my favorite horror movie of all time. I'm the type where I love paranormal horror movies. I'm not really a like aliens or slasher type girl. Like I just love like demons and satanic stuff. So those types of movies are all like, they're so good. All my favorite. What's the most unique food you've had before? The most unique food I've had. The thing is, food, I have a hard time venturing outside of the things that I normally eat because I love food so much that if I take a risk and I order something and I don't end up liking it, it'll just crush me. Like it'll ruin my entire experience if I'm like, I don't like this as much as I should. So I haven't really ventured outside of my normal kind of things that I eat. I'm not saying that I'm a fucking chicken tenders and fries girl. I'm not. But if I had to answer, I wouldn't really say this is unique, but it was a really cool experience. I went to Hell's Kitchen and ordered like all the shit that Hell's Kitchen would make like every time in each episode. So I got like the lobster risotto, I got the scallops, and I got the beef Wellington. And I don't like mushrooms. I actually hate mushrooms, but I really like the beef Wellington. So maybe that was like kind of a cool, unique thing. It's like, oh, some food that I hate is in this meal that's really delicious. So that's as close as I can get to like a unique food experience. I have not traveled outside of the country, so I haven't really got to experience too much, but I definitely want to. I'm willing to venture outside a little bit more, but I just haven't had the chance yet. You know what I mean? What are 3 things you want to work on when it comes to content creating? What do you want to accomplish by the end of this year? And what has been the most rewarding thing about content creating? Those are amazing questions, Alyssa. Thank you. Definitely editing. I think editing is my least strong suit. I just don't enjoy it at all. So I've become like more lazy with it because I want to be more consistent with my videos, but just editing gets so like in the way of it, you know what I mean? So that's why my videos have kind of shifted into a little bit less editing, more on gameplay, because I just don't have the time to just sit and edit all day long, or else it will drive me crazy. So I think just figuring out ways to be happy with my editing, but also not hate it as much as I do at the moment. Another thing is just being more consistent in the games I play. I have a tendency to kind of get into games and then just fall off once a new game comes out that I'm really interested in, and I need to finish those things first, mainly because it takes me a long time to get to recording and stuff, because I did have like a 9-to-5. I don't anymore, so I'm definitely working on getting more consistent and finishing videos now. I just get so distracted with like new games coming out all the time. It's like I hyperfixate on something and then I hyperfixate on something else before I finish this one, and it's something that I know I struggle with. I genuinely know I do, and I'm working on it, trust me. And I think the last thing I need to work on when it comes to content creation is just being confident in myself. I've come a long way, but I still think there's a lot that I need to improve on with my confidence. Just not looking at other people, comparing myself to them. I need to keep reminding myself that I'm really happy with the content I'm doing now. You know, it might not be the most like blown up content, you know, the most trending things right now. I'm not a trend hopper or whatever. It's like, I need to just remind myself that I'm doing this because I like it. I'm doing this for fun, for myself. I'm not trying to force anything, and I'm not trying to play games that I don't want to play. You know what I mean? So just keeping true to my roots. One thing I want to accomplish by the end of this year is probably consistency. I think I want to go this whole year just being consistent, not getting burnt out, and just enjoying everything that I do. I don't want it to be a hassle. I don't want it to be a chore. I want to end this year super grateful, super happy. Last question from Allie. What has been the most rewarding about content creating? Probably knowing that I'm doing something meaningful in my life. I've never wanted to live an ordinary life where I'm just working for other people, like I'm working to live, you know what I mean? Like everything that I do, I just want it to be meaningful and I want to enjoy it. I hate wasting time in my life doing things that I don't enjoy. And obviously it's super rewarding for people to enjoy my content and for me to help people, you know, or entertain them or something. And that's also extremely meaningful to me. Just everything about this is just amazing. And I wouldn't want to do anything else ever. Thanks, Allie, for the amazing questions. JayZ asks, what's your favorite JayZ video? Probably, let's see. What is my favorite JayZ video? Oh, I definitely think Happy Hills Homicide. I think that was my favorite video that you've done. I really wanted to play that game, but I couldn't because I watched your entire playthrough of it. Next question. What is one word or more that you find absolutely atrocious? The ones you hate the most? I fucking hate when people go like, ara, ara. Oh, I hate that shit. I don't think that's an actual word, but I fucking hate that. It's not that I hate words too. It's more that I hate how people say them or the context that they're in. I don't hate the word mommy. Well, kind of. Now that I say it, I kind of hate that. But when people say it in like that way, I'm like, I can't listen to it. But I'm not like the traditional like, oh, I hate moist. It's like, no, I really don't. But I hate when people use words in certain contexts. Favorite and least favorite video game trope. One video game trope that I fucking hate is when there's like a damsel in distress and she is like, one, her character is like completely over-sexualized, and two, she's incapable of doing anything besides just like running into danger or just being a fucking nuisance. Like, I hate that. I hate when women are portrayed as only like damsels in distress in some games. I know it's not that prevalent anymore, but it's still like, if I saw that in a game, it would piss me off for sure. And I just hate when women are designed to be over-sexualized anyway. I know it's supposed to appeal to the predominantly male demographic in video games, but I hate that. I want a strong female character. I don't want her to have massive tits or the fucking mom from Incredibles body. Like I want like a strong heroine type girl. One of my favorite video game tropes though is when the main character like meets people along the way and then they kind of like have an impact to the story and then it all comes together at the end where like they contribute something to the main character's story. I love like unionizing in games. I love like a community feel. Like the main character is not just doing everything on their own and suffering on their own. They have people along the way that end up helping them achieve whatever goal they're trying to achieve. I just love that. Like I love when it comes together like that and it's not just them facing things alone, if that makes sense. I'm not sure if that's like a legit trope, but I love like community and building relationships and friendships that just add so much more to the story. I love that. Next question, what inspired you to start making content? Honestly, just growing up with the YouTubers that I watched, I literally watched YouTube exclusively as TV. Like cable, who was that? I did not watch cable at all. I just watched YouTube. I think just watching them like all throughout my childhood, I just wanted to be like them. I wanted to create this content that made an impact on other people's lives as much as it did on mine. And like I said, I've never wanted to live an ordinary life. I've always wanted to do something fun and something that I enjoy and turn my hobby into a profession. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do here. And just bring joy to people, or bring some laughter, some entertainment, some nostalgia with the games that I play, and just overall have a good time. Who is your favorite video game character? That's a good one. Ooh, that one's a hard one, but I think it has to be either Riku or Axel from Kingdom Hearts. I love that. It's probably Axel, dude. It's probably Axel. Just like the more you got to know him, the more you saw he was a sweetheart, like genuinely a sweetheart. And so I really liked him. I also did play Bramble the Mountain King recently, and that has genuinely become my favorite game of all time. And I really liked Tuva in that game. So she's gotta be She's got to be up there too, but I don't think anybody can top Axel and Riku at the moment. Have you ever done any drugs? No. Do I look like I've done any drugs? No, never. Dream collab. Ooh, that's a good one. Hands down, no doubt, would be Wildcat, Vanoss, and Terrorizer. Like, oh, if I could collab with all three of them, my life would be complete. I love them so much. They're literally who I grew up watching. And so collabing with them would be a fucking dream come true. I also kind of want to collab with Insim because he plays horror games as well and he's really good at them and I'm really bad, so maybe he can teach me like a thing or two. But you got to go with the OG Vanoss crew right there. All right, that's all the questions I have. I hope you guys got to know me a little bit more and just enjoy this kind of different video where I'm just sitting, talking, laid back, answering, all that. I will be back with my regularly scheduled content though, so don't worry about that. Thank you to everyone who asked questions, and I will do this again in the future maybe. But yeah, thank you guys for watching and I will see you in the next video. Bye.